It's a chilled, warm day in the 254 right now. It's really warm, like it's so calm. Yeah, and that kind of vibe. The one exactly what you're thinking of right now. Wagwan, my people. This is Danny the Storyteller, or you can call me Daniel. Vibe. Nice. Wagwan. Hello ati Wagwan. Hello everybody, how you been? Mekuaje? How have you been enjoying yourselves this May? Yani, miezi inakimbia. We're literally in the middle of May. Itko May 16th, January 15th. 4 days to my birthday. My birthday is gonna be on a Monday. Okay, interesting. If you tuned in for the first time, this is Just Chat Podcast. My name is Danny the Storyteller, or you can call me Daniel. We are chilling. It's vibe. It's warm. And it's a blessing to be alive again, And thank you so much for the support. As I always say, you people have come through. From that time I was getting 1 view and something like that. Right now, almost 600 plus. It's a blessing, and I'm so thankful for every single person around the globe who's been listening in and tuning in and enjoying the content and the weird banter. My people, how have you been? Mi nimekuwa nikijienjoy, nimekuwa nitagua self-healing and stuff like that. Yeah. It's been a really, really interesting journey. It's really good to like, what do I say? Not growing up, but understanding your limits. Well, yes, exactly. When sometimes, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, I'm saying this in terms of like, you have some umefika place, you've gone, then you've gone, then you mepita limit, exactly. And then you get to the off limit alert, and then you're like, drop down kidogo, chapwa nyundo kiplani. Yeah, interestingly there. That's what I mean. So, imekuwa interesting sana, na growth pia imekuwa interesting as well. What else? Kitu kaa hiyo. And it's been wild. And I hope you're enjoying every single bit of it. I hope it's helping in every single way it can actually be like not going too far, not going of course, definitely sometimes we might go off the limits. And we throw a little bit of lessons that you learn mentally, and also do research to get insights on mental health and stuff like that, And you guys, I have an introduction, an exclusive for the first time ever on this channel. It's a blessing. So I met this lady, and her name is Torri. She is an awesome person, literally. Well, so recently she is an awesome artist. I can say that because I've listened to her songs, and bro, this is raw Kenyan talent. The writing, the lyrics, the beats, the vibe, it's an awesome one. And even before we go any further, yeah, let me play you this song. Wacha tu niwachezee and then turudi, ama niaje watu wangu. Don't go too far. If you miss on this, I promise you you'll have to go back to this podcast and repeat on this very same minute. You know what? I'm even talking too much. Let's do this right now.
I love you here with me. I love you by my side. I know it might sound selfish, but baby, you're my pride. I love how you be loving. I love your love on me. I love how love be feeling. I love how love can be. See, I know I did so much wrong that you thought this love would die. And I know I took so damn long to see the pain in your eyes. But it's the love you have for me that kept your sanity. Told me we get through it, it was meant to be. Through thick and thin, you held my hand. Through the worst I've been, you said that we would land safely in your arms, you'd always have my back. But little did I know you're planning an attack. First you stabbed me, then you said it wasn't you. I was confused, then you stabbed me, said you didn't know it bruised. I was abused, but I let it happen. A misfortunate path, I became a monster to deal with wrath. It was back to back, little did I know I couldn't handle that. I had to stop where I was headed, ain't no coming back. I had to stop where I was headed, ain't no coming back. I had to stop where I was headed, ain't no coming back. Ain't no coming back. I love you here with me. I love you by my side. I know it might sound selfish, but baby, you're my pride. You be loving, love on me. Love be feeling, love can be. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Catch yourself before you fall. Never judge another, you're not better. And if you haven't loved, then you're not better. Creeping in, darkness became anger and it's weakening. Relentless, but I feel the need to even in. I love you here with me, I love you by my side. I know it might sound selfish, but baby, you're my pride. I love how you be loving, I love your love on me. I love how love be feeling, I love how love can be. I love you here with me, I love you by my side. I know it might sound selfish, but baby, you're my pride. I love how you be loving, I love your love on me. I love how love be feeling, I love how love can be. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Catch yourself before you fall. They don't coming back, coming back, coming back, coming back.
Oh my, yo, I'm literally, to be honest, I'm literally speechless. Wow. I love I enjoyed the part where it went like what was he saying? I love I love you here with me. I love you by my side. I know it might sound selfish, but baby, you're my pride. I wait, msichana. Yo, that was the one and only Torri by the song by my side, and you be the judge, cause me vibe. I've been vibing. Probably not probably. I was dancing the whole time, and I was like, "Is this is from the 254 guys?" Hey, that's pure talent for you guys over there, and you're tuned in to Just Chat podcast with me and the one and only Danny the storyteller, or you can call me Daniel. Leo, it was a Thursday. I recently got into some nice, vibe over there. I got the opportunity to, explore my craft in radio. Yeah, it was a blessing. Technically, let's be straight up, it's like sometimes you want to go this way, but then, nah, you're supposed to actually go this other way so that there's something bigger in store, the blessings and stuff. And sometimes it may be like, really? Though it's been an awesome experience, and sometimes blessings come in so many ways. And funny story, huh? Yeah. Hmm. The way where are you tuned in from? Able to me, send me a nice voice note. There's a place where you can click on my podcast. You can definitely go click and send a voice message and a shout out if you want to be heard on this podcast. You never know. Sorry about that. You never know. We are slowly getting there, and interestingly, it's the right pace. You ask me, mi ningesema bro, right now should probably have like crazy ass, what do you call it? Tech. But then bit by bit, sometimes, truth be told, life happens. Yeah, and most of the times you get to learn in the process, and it's a really awesome experience. Why am I breathing heavily? It's me. Sijali. Tuendelee ama tusiendelee? Tuendelee. That was the time. Hey guys, I feel like the TBT was really in. I enjoy Abanton. It's a nice tune if you listen to it keenly. Sasa chana na ile masikio ya fan. Sasa you sikiza kama fan. Yeah, but not like an interestingly listen to the music and look at how they're growing. These are Gen Zs and young people out here doing their very best, just like Torri is doing on the song By My Side, guys. Yeah, I'll be doing exclusives here and enjoying ourselves in the process, and also talking about things. So, recently, when I say recently, si ati ni sasa hivi, labda ni hivi vile, karibuni, kule, ughaibuni. Yeah, now I got to learn, interesting. I was reading about Ethiopia because when I was doing a show, we were like researching stuff, and I saw the clock it starts at 7 a.m. Interestingly, the Ethiopian clock starts at 7 a.m. Yako inanza clock yako inanzaga saa ngapi by the way? Hebu niambie, clock yako inanzaga saa ngapi? So, Ethiopia is in 2016. For those who did not know, for those who enjoy history and would like to add more, mark the laugh. Anyway, yes, that's the place where wako 2016 sahi. Sisi tuko 2024. Yeah, where Gen Zs are really doing very nice and interesting crafts, and they are making moves. And kudos to us who are making that very best thing. Anyway, what was I saying? So hizo crafts wako 2016 uko kwao. So right now, if you're like 24 in 2024, okay, minus no 2016 tuseme 26. Yeah, that's easier. Ungekuwa 16. 26 years old minus 2016, that's like 10 years minus 26, that's 16 years. Woo, guys. Ay. Because 16 years old and 16. Oh my god. Okay, that's an interesting fact anyway. So, how have you been? Especially how is the grind? Let's talk about the grind for a minute there. No, success is interesting. Wow, when you get a taste of it, it's a really good blessing. It humbles you. But sometimes, of course, you get carried away. But when it comes bit by bit, and you actually know you did your very best and you delivered your very best to be able to get to that place in your life, you actually learn from the experiences. You learn from the many interesting facts that have been happening in our day-to-day lives. Yeah, and then watu not outgrowing, but you learn from each other when you are with someone, as a friend, as a partner. You get to learn things, when things go differently, and then you grow. Yes, that's the word. You grow from it. And growth does not mean that you have some type of ego or stuff. None of that stuff. It's the growth where you are entertaining more insightful things in your life. and then you've learned from it. You've learned lessons of, let's say, humility, and I read this time I was going through the Bible. Ila tu nikaamua niaje, acha niangalie. There's this verse in Ephesians or Philippians, can't remember. It says, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility consider others better than yourselves. Bro. That thing hit me. You go read that verse. You'll just okay. It was very insightful for me personally, and I learned from it quite a lot. Najua, lesson you should not expect. Like this is a lesson. I'm just, the lessons you can. I read it somewhere, and it was saying sometimes you get carried away and expect someone to be exactly the way you want them to be, but then in the process you forget that they have been their own individuals for a minute. They have been their own selves even before you met them, and even when you met them, compromising is the best way you can actually get to understand your counterpart, as whoever they are, be it an enemy, be it a friend, be it a frenemy, and our fue baby. Anyway, these are friends with benefits and stuff like that, when you learn them and when you compromise, you get to understand someone from their own perspective. And that's how you actually become a people's person. That's how you'll be able to make like nice friends, make many people like you, because you are willing to understand them, and you get to an ultimatum. You don't have to agree with them, but you get to understand them, and you're able to have meaningful conversations and meaningful things to talk about, even as you're not getting into like an agreement to something. Per se, the stereotype is that when you get in disagreement with someone, lazima, you'll just have to shout at each other. You'll just have to like be angry and look at each other. You're like, why? Of course, it's good. Ask modestly, like, okay, fine, then why? And then when you're willing to compromise, you're like, okay, I do understand you, but then there is definitely something different over here, so you have to understand me too. Yeah, anyway. That was weird, interestingly. Yeah, and then recently, niliamwaganiaje, unajua, every single day or every single night before I go to sleep, I watch like a Cartoon Network that was there in the 207s and 206s from the 2000s, ma 204 huko hivyo, Johnny Bravos and Ed and Eddie. Those three. Those three were very wow. Three, if there was three sides of the same coin, but then weirdly, one is a total retard, the other one is a sort of nerdy genius, and the other one is a wannabe player. Yo, the wannabe player is a leader, but then he's a very he's a very what, like ni msee tu, yani anajua kuchezea in reality. If you take it in real life, personally vile mi nilichukua, it's like msee anajua kuwatumia ndio apate gain zake. Like that guy would make you steal job breakers. That guy would make you go talk to a girl and then scandalize so that he could come to the rescue and be like, are you okay? And the nerdy one is really liked, but then he's so afraid to be in a real. I mean, what were you watching? You're watching right now. You're like, okay. Mentally, no, I actually understand it now. Because when we were kids, it was like, ha ha ha, this is really funny. This is the issue right now, right? Wewe unanibamba tu, yani before nifanye kitu or after or during, especially on Saturday mornings. Bro, oh my goodness. Me, if you will not find me saying, "Do the monkey with me," or "Oh, mama," then I realize, what the. And then you realize when you're watching it right now, you're like, "Oh my god, this is what I was saying." Oh no, oh no. But then it's really nice, you know. And then you learn a lot in the process. I got to rekindle that, and yo, the little kid in me felt so nice. It's like, okay, so that's what's up. That's how when I was a kid I used to feel so pure. You know how children are. Children are so pure. I have a neighbor's kid. Well, and then the kid really likes me. And then I never understand. You know, when a kid really, she's so tiny. She walks while holding the wall. Ndo akaribia kwangu, especially nikifungua mlango. Then it's interesting how then it gives you some sort of happiness. Then you feel so nice. But anyway, the point is, it was interesting getting to learn about myself in a more solitude manner, where you just take it to yourself, you know, and chill. Sometimes things happen so that you can learn something from it. And then if it's meant to be in after it's already done, then it's meant to be. Then if it's not, then it's healthy to actually have talked about it. Or if you have not talked about it, then come back and revert to the case. You're like, okay, so this is what went down, alright, and this is how I feel. This is how you felt. So I'm trying to compromise right now. I'm trying to understand this now, and then let's get to an ultimatum. This also applies even in a workplace. You know, like sometimes, you know, you have so many things. You have projects. You have, you know, especially working in film. Project zi ukam na unajua ile kama lazima ukwe mse chap chap na mse very sharp, you know. And sometimes when you get to work, you know, you get those days when you're like so undermotivated. You're like, bruh, oh my god, wazee nimekam kudu. You know what you're doing, but nimekam kudu, you know, unajiuliza ngoja, kwani rada, kwani leo mbona na feel hivi, lakini lazima ni fake it till I make it. Man, that's messed up, yeah. But then it's always a lesson with life. It's always a blessing with life, because before you get to where you're supposed to get to, you're supposed to have become so molded to a point where your shock absorbers are so strong, where yani msee akisema hivi sa. And you know it happens differently to everyone. Kuna wale inakuwaga very soon, like you can get to around when you're 22, you're like chap chap, yani wewe hadi uko na anyone now, even nowadays, because the socials is literally mostly everything to some people. um Even when the banter is out there, yo, hey yo, what are you telling me? I'm grinding, it's legal, it's safe, it's dignifying, it doesn't have any disrespect, you know. And truth be told, si lazima watch content ya msee kama una feel ina kuaffect. Si lazima ukuwe na opinion kwa kila kitu, you know. You don't have to have an opinion on everything, and that's one thing I learned, you know. Man. So interestingly, then you find that inner peace in you after, you know, getting the solitude. You find that inner peace in you where you're just enjoying and you're chilled and you're like, all right, this is what I've been missing out on. So apart from the cartoons and then these realizations, now there's the blessing that comes when maybe you're not yet supposed to get there, but you're being shown, yo, this is the right direction, this is what I want you to follow. And then now once you get the gist of it, bro, way to Leah. Yeah. And sometimes you don't understand it. Sometimes you're like, okay, I do understand, but damn, why is it taking too long, bro? Why? And you know, and then to others it gets so fast. That's what I'm saying. To others, your level of shock absorbers do come at 22, others 25, others 26s and 7s, 30s. Yeah. Yo, like usipitishe sana tafadhali. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so when it gets there, you get to learn a nice level of maturity, and when you get to love yourself, I used to have colleagues. we still do interact, but not as much. They always mention self love. I'm like, okay, so if you love yourself, alafu, and then now I got to actually experience it. I'm like, okay, this is the natural ganja. This is a natural vibe. Okay. Like you just get to see everything in a new perspective. You get to see everything in a nice, really, really cool way. And I'm so grateful for all those experiences. And if you feel like you're gonna go some type of way and stuff like that, no, actually I can share with you some really nice tips. Isn't immediately nilionenye, you know what this is? Let me see what Danny can actually do, what Daniel can actually can actually bring to the table. So I was like, sometimes you should inhabit some habits, and I was like, let me write some down. Let me write down some four of them from what I've actually gathered from research. So the first one I was like, if I'm trying to be a more, conversant person with people and have people want to talk to you and be intrigued with you, I was like maintaining some mystery and intrigue. What I mean by this is, hold up, don't go too far. It's like avoid revealing everything all at once. Let people want it, talk to them, say hi, be modest, and also want to have conversations with someone. Usiharakishe maze, unafikishaga 2 years of friendship in a span of one day. Juu umeambia msee every single thing. Yo, mi niko kampo, mi niko jobo, mi naishi huku, niko na watu wangapi, I do this, I do that, every weekend I'm usually going here. The person is like, okay, oh yeah, you've overwhelmed me so much, I honestly cannot understand anything else that comes past that. And sometimes you may have ulterior motives. Make it clear, and also have some intrigue. Let someone want to be more inquisitive with you. Let them be willing to want to know you and get to know. You never know where it might lead to. It may, number one, be a nice business endeavor. Number two, it might be a nice friendship. Number three, it might be someone you wanna, girl, you a baddie. Oh. Hey, what's up with me today? I'm excited. Or hey man, this dude is really interesting. Okay, if you can hold a conversation with someone, that's like that's the strongest. If you look at most friendship and most relation, if you just know how to build a conversation with someone from the word go, it becomes the strongest foundation that it will be so hard to break. Not unless when you dwanzi, yeah, when unaharibu, when unachoma, unaona. But if it's something y'all are just together and understand each other, when you get angry at each other, like sit down, let's talk. I know we're friends, but chill out, okay? Sawa. That's normality. What is normality? Which accent is that? That's normality. You know what I call what I put in as a sense of normal. If you're angry at me, sit down with me, ask me, why are you angry at me? Then I explain to you, and hata mimi sasa ukiniuliza hivyo nitatulia, nitaona okay, now you're concerned. Okay, now this is why. This is why I'm shouting, and this is why I'm like this. You feel me? Even in a workplace, when someone is offensive, professionally talk to them. You're like, hey mazemi vile niliona ukiapproach your situation, mi sikuona ikiwa poa. Then you're like, aje. You'll even laugh about it. And always start something with rapport. Usiende tu, oya, hey mazemi vile uliniambia ile time. I'll be like, hold up, wait a minute. Oh, bro, wait a minute. Sasa hadi salamu. Umekuja na fujo. It's kind of aggressive. And sometimes as a dude, when something comes like that, you sometimes, in as much watu kuwa na self control, unawezaona nikaofeka disrespect kwa umbali. If you're a person who doesn't have self control and a full on defense mode, not fighting, but you'll be like, you'll give a strong sense of, bro, my dopamine is high, and if you try and mess with me, trust me, we gonna do this, no cap. Ni nini? Unajiona nani? Anyway, yeah, in a healthy way. And naona hiyo sasa sense of freedom na sense of self love sasa zile nime experience, sasa nimeanza kuona this, the dopamine, wow. And then God opens doors for you, And this is to everyone in every religion. This doesn't depend. This is not where sijui nasema you're if you're who and who. No. Just do you, but always believe and trust and have faith. Because trust me, it always does get you to places where you didn't expect. You can get indoors where you never expected you'd actually get in. You'd get exposure to a point where maybe ulikuwa unaona hii kitu ni kidogo, but then in the future you look at it and you're like, hold up. So this is why, and this is why, and this is why 1 plus 1 is equals to, a han. Yeah, that's my slang. Usi cringe. Mbona una cringe? Takutupia ngoma wa kardinali hapa hivi. But anyway, scratch that. No copyright, guys. Anyways, yes. Sasa acha tukuje number 2. Tumeongea hiyo story sana. Engage playful teasing. Watu wa kama mlisikizia hiyo podcast, msiende mbali tafadhali, rudi kidogo. Hii ni ungwana. This engaging in playful teasing can be with your homies or the lady you've been looking at. This one creates this one creates a really nice dynamic and fun and appealing presence. Create a dynamic, fun and appealing presence. Yani wewe tu ni vibes, una keep conversation cool, you know what you want, you respect the person, and then kaboom, bro, ai hivyo hakuna kusema ati hii imeenda. And I'm not saying this in a rude way, this is respectful, because uko mse intriguing, unaonekana unajua kile unataka in life, unaona. And this goes to everyone, even ladies as well. Hello ladies who've been listening in, alright? How you doing? How you've been? It's been an interesting day for you, I know, right? And sometimes I know it can get really messed up. None of my boss ladies, you're doing your stuff, you're grinding, you're a boss in your own way. And sometimes you can get really effed up. And you don't know what to do. But you got this, yeah? And to my homies out there, my bro, it's always an experience with everything that you go through. And the strongest bit of you is always there, because the resilience we all have, the resilience we pull through to always get stuff done, and in the best and the most modest ways in life. Kudos to you guys, maze. Na ile grind yenye imejipa, unaona tumefika hiyo point maze, unaona yenyewe, wow, this is an enticing place. Why should I go back? Why? Bro, keep at it. Bless those who bless you. Those who cast your child, God's rather take return. Because I know sometimes we may get angry even as individuals, even for the ladies as well. But you got this, man, right? Yeah, tuko poa. Usipande, endelea kupanda hiyo ngazi. Hiyo kitu ulifix, bro. Yeah. And if you're still trying to figure out every single thing, this goes to the ladies. Shamalizana, my boy. Ladies and gents, it's always good to create connections that are above you. It is always good to look for people who si lazima akue older than you. Even it can be a younger person who knows more than you. Learn from them, because in this world, if you pretend to be a naive individual who doesn't want to have an open mind and a respectful one, where even people respect you because they see you want things done, then people will probably take you as a joke. They see you as a professional. They see you do good stuff, But then they'll be like, bro ni mjo, bro ana joke. Because tunabonga hivi alafu ana nini, Yeah, and if you go silent on someone, just check on you, ama when you decide to check on them, always explain to them. You're like, hey bro, mi ukwa hivi. And it's not in a bad way, it's just that I feel I am more comfortable that way, and it's not in a bad way. Si ati inakuchukia or anything, just that modesty is like, I take my time with stuff and I'm learning how to communicate more. Maybe that boils down to communication, or maybe your friendship isn't working and stuff like that, and you just don't want to tell a person. Yeah, but you have to. Watch out, number 3. This is to every single person out there. Just Chat podcast. Tulienda world, and we're even in Bhutan. I checked that country out. I saw, yo man, wow. Whoever is listening in from there, Maze, I am honored. I'm honored you take the time to listen. I know I'm honored because y'all are grinding, y'all are doing so well over there. You know, there's some nice military outfits there. I enjoy things with the military. And then it's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful growing place. It's but hey. Yeah, shout out to you guys. So number 3 is project confidence. It is attractive, but be mindful not to come across as arrogant. No, this is important. You know, I appreciate someone really some time back, yeah, who talked to me and I was like, hey sir, I think we'll project some arrogance tukiwa kwa ile form. Nikashangaa, okay, I respected you because you told me that, you know, huyo ni msem real na mazemi umhold down. Tukaipatana, tunapatanaga yani it's like we never left. You know, it's a vibe, always teasing each other. We don't talk much, but Nule, you know, yeah. Because we used to grind in Pamoja for a couple of years. Then we also grinded in the recent episode. If you guys go watch episode 1 of The Real Houses of Nairobi season 2 on Showmax. I was a content log over there proudly, and I'm so glad I got to work with an amazing team of different individuals who had different charismas and different characters. Yo, you definitely make a movie out of these people in the nicest way. Yani these people, yani characters sounds in your vibes. They're chill, they're open-minded, but they get stuff done, yeah? Anyway, so project confidence. Make sure, yani, it's very attractive for a person who projects confidence, but be mindful not to be arrogant. Confidence is also comes with humility, where you're able to learn from others and you're able to teach others what you know, and not in a way like, bro, lazima ushike kitu. No, it's like, yo, so we do this like this and like that. So the best way, you know, right? And last but not least, my people, utilize sensory appeal. Tafadhali, hii si sensory appeal unayofikiria. Kama wewe unaenda mbali, njoo nami urudi, kwa sababu mambo haya yatatusaidia. Okay. So what I mean by utilizing sensory appeal is this could this one, let it involve a little bit of a distinctive fragrance, yeah, for them dudes and ladies, or having a unique style, leaving a lasting impression. Then you can leave any where what this means is that where you have a fragrance, maybe a nice perfume that you wear on, might be expensive, might be za waria, yeah, the nice ones. No, okay, let me not go there. Let me not go there. Um, yes, there is that type of perfumes that is worn by the warriors. There's also the nice fragrances for the ladies as well. So unapita tu, so unaonaga hizi adverts zenye msee anatembea, especially on YouTube and TikTok, where you see someone walking and then a lady turns. Hey bro, when has she turned, my G, without turning? Yeah, because that was really interesting, and I enjoyed watching that page on TikTok, because it's really interesting of the fragrances they can recommend. Yeah, and hawajanilipa for advertising, so siwambi. Ay. Okay, the shade patch. But yes, interestingly, there's also for ladies. So, and also a distinctive style. Where vana style yako, unaona? Yeah? Just be you, because if you want to be another person, na ule msee anavalia fiti, bas hata mimi lazima ninunue Crocs fulani, and nikinunua hizo Crocs fulani, walai lazima hii style yangu ibanjuke. But then it doesn't banjuka, it banjukuas. And it doesn't really help, because your self-esteem gets to go low. So look for your own style, and that sensory appeal will also, all this go into you inhabiting new habits. Habits take time. Also, our bad habits take time, but bad habits and good habits all stay longer if you get to adapt them. So, of course, bad habits don't really help you. They just make you a misfit in the wrong way. Become a misfit in the right way. Yeah? Yeah. Mrumi, yo. But yeah, Big shout out to you guys. This was interesting. We will be coming back with another song from Torri to leave you guys to enjoy and vibe with me on Just Chat podcast, because you guys, I'm telling you, we are back with awesome segments, with awesome vibe. You will also be seeing more on my page. Go to my Instagram page, just chat.pod. You will see, or you can go to Danny the Storyteller. This is Danny the Storyteller. This is Danny the Storyteller imeshikana with a single L. So Danny the Storyteller with a single L. So it's Teller with Teller. Yeah. DM me if you want to know why I decided to leave the other L. But it ain't to do with the other L's. Yeah. Anyway, I wasn't trying to rhyme. I wasn't trying to rhyme, guys. Don't cringe again. Why are you cringing? Yeah. So interestingly, I am happy. I am enjoying it. I am still out some things that broke me down, but I didn't understand why they happened. And these things happen sometimes. They can happen to anyone. So I got to try to understand. I still do, but the experience has been exuberating. Yani nasikia La Riba Rasa. Who was saying that in wrestling? If you guys used to watch wrestling, he passed on. Eddie Guerrero. Yeah. That guy. I remember alikuwa anaingia na gari stage. Man, wrestling used to make us think we'd be superheroes. Anyway, yeah, they're not in us. But yeah, we are chilling and you're vibing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening into this podcast. And si ati naenda sai, niko tunataka kuwashukuru because I'm coming up next with another song. Alafu tukirudi tunafanya closing remarks. And then we will be doing some crazy nice vibes with you, my people. Alright. So coming up next is a song, Feel the Same by the one and only Torri. A shout out to you and thank you so much for believing in Just Chat podcast to get to air you out. And trust me, you are gonna be a big star. And I'm your number one fan. And I'm gonna make sure watu wengine pia waringe mtapenda umse. Anyway, let's listen to Feel the Same by the one and only Torri.
I never wanna feel the same. You always make me feel the same. Feel the same. It's sad to think we're playing a game. My love for you will still remain. Feel the same. I never wanna feel the same. You always make me feel the same. Feel the same. It's sad to think we're playing a game. Checkmate. My love for you will still remain. Choking the lies, I choke when you're staring at me in my eyes. The anger's building a fire inside to torture and darken the thoughts in my mind. I got to leave, but I never go. Think I'ma take it some more. I do be knowing, but I'm not sure. That something's wrong. Obsessions, limitless obsessions, progressions of aggression. We're free but in detention. To break, destroy, relent. The darkness with intent. To break, destroy, and never ever mend. I've got to leave, but here I am. Addicted to a feeling that's a scam. How do I change this? How do I keep on moving? How do I change this? Getting over you. The darkness that's inside is taking up my mind. I'm trying but I can't, and now I'm stuck in time. I wanna be but I wanna be. What shall I say? I should be leaving but I'm staying anyway. I never wanna feel the same. You always make me feel the same. Feel the same. It's sad to think we're playing a game. My love for you will still remain. Feel the same. I never wanna feel the same. You always make me feel the same. Feel the same. It's sad to think we're playing a game. My love for you will still remain. I'm looking for escape. I'm looking for a way. Yet I give you reason to lie. You lie away. You take it and you go. I take it and I show you that I'm better, better than before. Why the back and forth, babe? Why the back and forth, back? Why the back and forth, babe? Why the back and forth, back? Why the back and forth, babe? Why the back and forth, back? Why the back and forth, baby? Back and forth. I never wanna feel the same. You always make me feel the same. Feel the same. It's sad to think we're playing a game. My love for you will still remain. Why the back and forth, baby? Why the back and forth, Why the back and forth, baby? Why the back and forth, It's sad to think we're playing a game. Why the back and forth, baby? I mean, why? Really?
Feel the same by the one and only Torri. I am telling you guys, if you've not had raw talent right here on Just Chat podcast, I don't know what you are doing. We have come to the end of this episode. Now I feel like singing. Aye, that was awesome. That was awesome. Thank you so much, Tori. Thank you so much. And shout out to you and your team for bringing out some nice, authentic Kenyan vibe to the world. We are vibing and we are loving it. This was Danny the Storyteller, or you can call me Daniel. And we were chilling, we were vibing, and we were throwing some banter. And I hope you have learned some lessons on this podcast. And please don't forget, you can subscribe, you can send me a voice note, and you can also support this craft so we can get to the next level, because it's only because of you. Yeah, but anyway, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Catch you later. See you, and ciao, ciao, ciao. And don't forget that you always forget. There is beauty in expression. Yeah. And every lesson in life comes with its own cup, and others may be hotter and you can't hold the metallic in a lid. And others can be so cold, they're burning your hand, and others can be so lukewarm, you're so confused. You do not understand wagwan rada mi nimedonjo lakini ifo maiwezi. Yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy your vibe, enjoy your day, morning, or after night, yes, night, evening. That's the word. Ciao, my people. So, how has everyone been? If you're tuning in for the first time, man, this is Just Chat podcast, where we do a little bit of, nitty gritty, everything that we get and encounter in day to day lives as people, individuals, and what else? Yeah, and a little bit of drifting and banter and this and that,